We're here in Harrogate reporting for the first time from the FPS EXPO, which is the event for the oil distribution industry. Here in the background you can see some nicely polished tank trucks, and we're reporting on new products and innovations showcased at the show. We have been invited to the lovely Elaflex beach with lovely sunshine and clear blue sea. Elaflex is sponsoring this video review from the FPS EXPO, and I'm glad to meet with Anton Martinussen, who's the Managing Director of Elaflex UK. Hello Anton.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you very much first of all for sponsoring this video review. So what is so important for you about the FPS EXPO?
Well, the FPS is the premier venue in the UK for the tank truck industry, and we are here to showcase our reeling hoses. We have a number of new features which we feel are a real benefit to the industry, and obviously this is the perfect venue to do that.
So Anton, I guess today you are going to tell me about hoses for the fuel industry. So can you explain me a little bit more about the hoses you're showcasing here at the event?
It's important to understand a little bit technically about hoses, what they are and how they are manufactured. What's important to bear in mind is that there is a European standard for reeling hoses, which is EN 1761. That incorporates all the current requirements for a hose construction. A hose is made up of different components, and the important parts are the tube, which carries the product from the lining. You don't want to have any contamination. The second part is the braiding, which is the pressure bearing part of the hose. And thirdly, there's the outer cover, which protects the hose from the environmental conditions and also makes the hose easy to use and handle.
So what are the different types of hoses then?
Well, there are several different types of hoses depending upon the type of operation that you are engaged in. We manufacture a wide range of hoses, from the standard dispenser hoses for LPG, autogas, aircraft refueling, and also AdBlue. There have been issues with regards to the cleanliness of the medium, and also the operators who want to work with lightweight, flexible hoses. These are really important criteria, particularly in these days when so much effort is being put into health and safety at work. It is not uncommon either to see lady tank truck drivers these days, and so we have to consider the equipment that they have to handle.
What should operators be aware of when they use hoses?
Construction for a start. Obviously price is an important factor, but the technical features for the longevity in the field is certainly very important. The other things to consider, of course, are the different sizes. All these sizes are available, from a 16mm up to 100mm, but of course there are compromises, and if you reduce the size of the hose, you restrict the flow rate, and of course you might be using more energy to pump through the same amount of liquid. So it's a balance, really. We also offer a hose inspection service, and periodically that hose should be unreeled to the full extent, inspecting that there are no soft spots, blisters, excessive wear, paying in particular attention to the joint area.
Apart from the hoses, what else is Elaflex offering to this industry?
The famous ZVA nozzle. We have our new ZVF 50, which will be coming to the market shortly.
So Anton, I understand you have a partnership with Mentec, so what does that actually cover?
Well, Mentec is our manufacturer of dry disconnect couplings, which are suitable for a wide range of industries. There's an enormous interest in the Mentec couplings for AdBlue.
So how's the show going generally?
We have found the exhibition to be particularly interesting. It is not always the question of how many people are passing through. It's about the quality of the people who want to discuss with you important issues to their business, and that's where we believe that the benefits are. That way we can find common solutions and help the industry moving forward.
Yeah, thank you very much Anton, and thank you also for sponsoring this video review.
Thank you very much indeed as well.
Mark Orr is one of the directors of LCM Environmental, who's been in the business for 25 years now, as I can see on the billboard there. Mark, how's it going for you?
This is a really good show. It gets us a lot closer to our clients. We had a really busy day yesterday. Bit quieter today, but very high quality clients.
And what new products are you showcasing here?
One of the reasons we're at this show is this is all about fuel distribution, and one of the products we're bringing here is some of our techniques for managing biofuels, which has become a very big issue here in the United Kingdom, but also some of the tools that we have to help people manage risk within their distribution systems.
For our readers to understand, how is your company related to technology?
Well, actually, we've been working with technology products for the last 6 years, but last year we very proudly became a technology licensee for the UK and Ireland. And we were really keen to be a licensee because it brought to our portfolio of products a compliance testing suite of products that we can utilise. We work in all aspects of the fuel distribution chain, from working on big terminals to working on refineries to working in smaller distribution centres and also down into forecourts. What the technology products give us is a top quality range of products which suit the forecourt industry, but also with their tank testing products and their Petroscope give us the ability to go to any environment where there are tanks, test their integrity, but with the Petroscope camera remotely inspect underground fuel storage tanks. Obviously safety is a massive issue within our industry, and anything which enables us to overcome the need to put a man in a tank is extremely useful, and we're finding all sorts of outlets for Petroscope to work. And so the technology range of products have become really completely integrated within our company, but also now being sold in all aspects of the fuel distribution chain. And hopefully we'll be using them on our railway wagons soon, which is fantastic because it saves the need for man entry.
I'm now talking to Jim Austin, who is the sales director for TouchStar Technologies. Jim, you're showcasing the new Hawk product onboard computer, which is actually adding to your range. Can you explain me something about that?
Yes, of course, be glad to. Thanks. The Hawk is the same in appearance from the front as the existing Raven, but what we have now instead, we've changed the rear side. Okay, like this, I'll show you that. And that now includes on there a camera function over here, and also a 2D barcode reader and imager that sits there. So that adds extra functions to the range in order to, for example, on vehicle inspections, the driver can take photographs if he finds damage on the vehicle, and that can instantly be sent back to the back office.
So, but it doesn't replace the old one you had, the Raven?
No, not at all. It's addition to the range. So the customers who already have Raven in place can be assured that that will maintain as a living product and be supported for a long time to come.
So what's the benefit for the customer using the new Hawk product or your product range in general?
Oh, thanks for asking that. Well, actually, both products are still ATEX certified, so it means that they can be taken outside of the vehicle and used for things like vehicle checks, for example. In the case of the new Hawk, now that the driver can actually take photographs or be instructed to read barcodes, for example, on sites, and take photographs of perhaps customer sites as well for safety reasons.
So how's the show generally going?
It's been fine. We've had quite a number of people on the stand who have been really good quality prospects for us, as well as existing customers, of course, as well, who we're always happy to see and welcome.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Dimitri Papanianou from Kanto Instruments. They have recently launched a new system for inventory management and alarm. And can you explain me how that works, Dimitri?
The way the system works is by receiving data from any remote location, like a depot or any fuel storage location. The data arrives in real time on a secure web server every 20 seconds. The data is then analyzed, presented in a real-time graphical form, and depending on the data received, we can create SMS and email alarms to warn of problems on the site.
Mm-hmm. And this is actually the first time you're exhibiting that product, is that right?
That is correct. It's a very new product.
And who would your normal customers be?
Our customers range from petrol stations, fuel depots, and large users for any type of tank, any size of tank.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you.
I'm with Kathy Early from DP Fuel Tank Services. Kathy, I understand that in the UK there is a little problem of petrol stations that have to be shut down and the owners don't really know what to do with it. And so you have developed a service that helps petrol station owners to get the most of their assets when they sell them. Can you explain that one to me?
Yeah, certainly. Basically, what we're finding is some of the smaller service stations that are still around in England, they're usually run by families, and at the end of the working life, the family want to retire. Perhaps they can't pass it on to any future generations, or maybe the bureaucracy has got so bad that they just don't want the hassle anymore. Now, when they close a service station down, they have to make the tank safe, and this costs money. So instead of having an asset, they've actually got a liability. And what we're saying is that, well, if you don't just solid fill your tanks, if perhaps you actually take them out of the ground and then prepare the ground for redevelopment, you can actually get a piece of land that is much more profit worthy. You can sell it to a developer to sell for building. Or we've now got an alliance with planning people, and they will actually take the piece of land and say, right, well, this piece of land could actually be used for this, this and this, and put together a proposal to the planning department in England saying we could do this, we could produce a sustainable building project, and at that point they can then sell it to a developer for a lot of money rather than the cost that it would be, and therefore funding their retirement packages. Better solution all round.
Yes, sounds like a very successful project. So how long has DP Fuel Services been on the market yet?
Well, in this particular part, we've only just recently done this, and as far as I'm aware, we are the only people in England actually offering this additional service. But the way we came into it was because we've been doing things to do with fuel tanks for 46 years. Okay, we're a family-run business ourselves. We've been knocking petrol service stations down. We're one of the people who've been reducing the number in England, I'm afraid. And we've been tank cleaning and things like that. So we had the expertise, and we thought, well, hang on a minute, why are these people got this problem at the end of the life where we could actually perhaps make a better package for them? Obviously, it costs money, but if at the end you get a much better return for your asset, then it's worth every penny. And that's what we've been trying to do. But I say, as well as that, we've been doing tank cleaning, tank lining, ultrasound testing, fuel polishing, things like that. Anything to do with a tank to either extend its life, make it clean from biofuels, or ultimately at the end of their lives, decommission them. And that's what we do.
It's very interesting. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, Kathy.
And you. Thank you.